Hey there, everybody, it's the TheGoofQueen, and welcome back to episode 5 of Vanilla Minecraft. And look what I've got. We have the 3 different type of prismarine blocks in here, as well as sea lanterns. And you guessed what that means, as I accidentally stare up at the sky. We have officially raided an ocean monument. I got online the other day, and a bunch of friends of mine were on, and one of them is currently setting up a base next to one of these bad boys. So he suggested we all go raid it and split the sponges equally among everybody that helped out with the raid. So I ended up going on a raid of the monument with 2 friends, so we're gonna split the sponges, and I'm not sure if they're interested in the lanterns and the blocks and such, but definitely the sponges. I currently have 30 total, but that's from the 3 bosses, the 3 Elder Guardians, plus 1 sponge room. So there is potential for more of them to be there, but currently that is what I have. I just wanted to come back over here, and it's turning nighttime. This is a Silk Touch pick. Yes, it is. I just wanted to come back over here really quick and drop off the loot. Not all of it, obviously. But I'm going to, since one of the people that was involved has a base just over there, I'm going to drop his sponges off, get my affairs back in order, and then I will meet you guys back over at the Ocean Monument in just a second. Alright everybody, here we are, and as you can see from those squid being attacked over there, we are right on top of the Ocean Monument. This was the little stronghold that my friends and I kind of jumped in and started raiding, I suppose. I'm using it right now to kind of stand on when I'm not on any of those pillars, because with these sides it's a little bit easier to dodge out of the way of the laser beam attack, I guess you could call it. But I'm gonna go ahead and swim over here and hopefully not take too much damage. My armor is doing great, and I'm so happy that, remember that Respiration 3 book that I wasn't sure I was going to put on my helmet? Yes, I put it on my helmet, and it has been a lifesaver. Although I kind of wish that this had unbreaking, because it's taken quite a beating, but my other armor bits are doing alright. But anyway, you don't want to hear about my armor, you want to hear about this. Well, I have the 4 pillars in each corner marked out. I think I went 3 blocks and then started the pillar up, which is what most of the tutorials have been telling me to do. And I'm starting to lay in the sand, and I knew this was going to take a while and take quite a bit of resources, but this much, this is all I have done so far, and it's taken almost 2 stacks. So I could be in for a bit of a long ride. We probably won't get too terribly far on this today, and then I may work on it kind of sporadically mixed in with some other projects, so that we don't all get absolutely bored to death of just doing this for a very long time. So I'll see if I can get this box laid in, and I'll bring you guys back when I've made some good progress. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed that montage there. Get a little idea of what is to come. While you were watching that, I was working away on these sections, trying to clear up the water, and we have got 2 full sections completed. Now, I don't need to tell you guys how long this took, okay? I mean, I was expecting it to take a long time, but I was not expecting it to take as long as it did. I can't even tell you how long it took because I was doing it in chunks and I'd go off and do something else and come back and go off and come back. And the other problem I had was if you look down here, you can see there were actually gaps that didn't initially get filled in with sand. So as I was down there trying to clear water out, I kept having guardians swim over from the temple and shoot at me. So my armor has taken quite a beating. My pick is pretty low. Where did I put my shovel? Oh, my shovel's fine. Okay, that stuff's fine. But some of these tools, this armor and this tool need some help. So I'm thinking, since we have these 2 done, now might be a good time to stop with this project for this episode, head back to the mainland, and get some armor repair going on. Alright everybody, we are back, and as you can tell from the iron tools, we have had a little bit of a mishap. Yes, we have died, and unfortunately, we died in a manner that did not allow us to get any of our stuff back. I think I might have been able to recover half a stack of cobblestone, but at the very least I can say it was a pretty fantastic death, so I hope you will all look forward to seeing what happened in the next episode, so hype for that. But anyway, since we lost so much gear, I was trying to think, you know, I went ahead and enchanted another set of diamond armor. It's not quite as good as the old one, not quite as good, but it's doing the job. And I got to thinking, you know, we've been spending a lot of time working on farms. We did the slime farm, we did the wheat farm, we did the tree farm, we've got potion brewing going up, we've got a melon farm, and you know, we haven't really focused on making anything around here look particularly good, or do anything just sort of for fun, just because we can. So I think, now that we've had that little mishap, and I'm feeling sort of down that we lost all that good stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and do just some purely aesthetic stuff. Like, this portal needs a house. As much as I like just having a portal sitting out in the middle of nowhere, this needs a building to be in. So I'm going to start working on a building, see what I can work out, and try to get that put up. Okay, everybody, here it is in all of its glory, the owl. Darn it, cactus, I'm trying to talk here. Here it is in all of its glory. That's what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by backing into a cactus. This is our nether portal house. It's got the nice sort of windows here in the side with their little cut out sort of decoration and the glass panes. And if we come back around the front, you've got nice spruce doors that you can walk through, close behind you generally so nobody, you know, comes in and gets stuck. And because it's to the nether, of course, we want to get the nether brick involved, and lava lighting, because what else are you going to do in a nether building, right? We've also got lava lighting in the corners here, kind of recessed back there, but these actually light up the whole space pretty well, as far as I can tell. Either that or the nether portal, once I go through it, is going to have a ton of zombies standing there just waiting to kill me. Hopefully that's not the case. Ahem. So we've got our nice nether portal here that works well with the granite, and the sandstone, of course, keeps it from being too dark. It doesn't sort of overpower anything else. I initially had made it with the nether brick and the sandstone reversed, and that building looked a little bit terrifying, if I'm being completely honest. So we switched the sandstone to the outsides with just a strip of nether brick in the middle to sort of tell you, hey, this building has something to do with the nether. And I think it works pretty well. It gets the job done, keeps the portal safe, and will probably trap some zombie pigmen in there at some point. But, you know, it's gonna happen. It's fine. So working on this actually kind of got my, my creative aesthetic juices going, so to speak, and I got to thinking, what could I build for our sort of desert, village, market motif, whatever we're going for here? What could I build that's not necessarily functional, but that would look cool and sort of serve a bit of a purpose in the story that I'm trying to get to happen over here? And I realized that with this tree farm, I've actually been getting quite a few apples dropped from the oak trees and the birch trees. So I've actually accumulated quite a few apples that I wasn't planning on having, and I got to thinking it would be kind of cool if I did like a fruit stand idea somewhere. You know, I could sell apples, maybe some melons. I know they're not fruits, but I suppose I could throw pumpkins in there too. I could just kind of look through all my produce stuff and put a produce stand or just a plain old fruit stand in here somewhere. So I think I'm gonna run around, pick out an area, and start thinking about how to design a fruit stand. Alright everybody, I did that thing where I sat down and got the entire project done. So instead of just giving you a project update, I instead have a reveal. Da 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 da! This is our fruit stand. I'm actually pretty proud of how it came out. I had to fight with myself for a while over how I wanted to do it, because I wanted to put some kind of shelves in, because if you put down string, you can float carpet on top of it, and if you do that between two blocks, it sort of looks like you have shelving put in, and then you can put item frames in it or whatnot, and it looks really cool. I really love it. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it because nothing attaches to fence posts except fence posts and full blocks. And I was sitting here the whole time yelling at myself, going, just do it with, just forget the fact that it's not attaching, you know, it's Minecraft, physics don't matter here. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I had to have a physical reason for this thing to be floating in the air. So I went ahead and I did that, and I just realized I am missing 2 pieces of white carpet there, and I don't have any on me, but I will touch that up in a moment. So we have our little checkout area, of course. If this actually had a vendor, you know, they could go back here. I thought about trying to trap one of the farmer villagers in here, one of those guys in the brown coats there. But I'd have to make this at least 1.5 tall so they couldn't jump out of it like that, and I wasn't feeling like trying to make that work aesthetically. Maybe some other time, maybe when this is more of a quote-unquote bustling town, we'll look into doing that. But then you've got your little tarp they've spread on the ground, or your rug that matches their nice, oh, what would this be called? I don't know, the rooftop that gives them shade. Then you have your pumpkins down in this chest, of course. I like the idea of having to have the snowballs in order to keep the produce cold. You know, you want to make sure it doesn't wilt and all that stuff. Same for the apples. I'm also missing a snowball. We'll just move one of those over there. So we have the apples in here and the melons, and I know that pumpkins aren't technically a fruit, at least I don't think they are, but I figured I would stick the pumpkins in with these 2 so that we could have 3 if and when I inevitably do a vegetable sort of stand. And I completely forgot about banners. I was sitting here trying to think, what could I do other than item frames, because I didn't want to put item frames in 2 locations just to have the same thing in them, you know? And it just sort of dawned on me, banners! Why am I not playing with banners right now? So I went and I found the design for this watermelon one and this pumpkin one. I literally just Google searched watermelon Minecraft banner and pumpkin Minecraft banner, so if you do the same thing, you'll find the patterns that I used there, and I went ahead and made this one up. There weren't a lot of really convincing apple sort of designs that didn't include this symbol. which kind of stinks because that does take an enchanted golden apple to make, but hey, if I'm not willing to go all the way to make sure that my builds look good, then what am I even doing here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this carpet going, not get this carpet going, but get it put back down. But I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera because that is all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you did like it, please click that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe to the channel for future content. So, thank you very much for watching. That's a wrap.